Hanoi in Vietnam is the capital of chaos. But hidden between the swarms of bikes lies so much colourful charm, historic culture, and stunning vibrancy. It's worth letting your heart skip a beat and dodging the traffic to explore this city that will send your senses into complete overdrive. It's a place beaming with so much energy that there were times we couldn't even find the words to describe it.
Not very often that I'm lost for words, and you'd think there would be a lot for me to say because look at what's happening. But there is honestly so much to see and do and so much happening that I don't even know where to start. Hanoi is absolutely crazy in the best way.
Over the next 6 weeks, we're going to be backpacking around Vietnam, from the north right down to the south. Come with us to our first stop as we experience what it's really like in Hanoi. Let's find out what you can expect from its most well-known must-see places, and also discover some of its hidden gems. This is a place like nowhere else on earth. We put our brave faces on and ventured into Vietnam to navigate the city that we've endearingly labelled Hectic Hanoi.
Off we go, leaving Kuala Lumpur, flying to Hanoi. Let's go.
Everyone's so casual, like, what's so crazy about it? No one's like worried. I'd be absolutely bricking it on one of those bikes. Everyone's just casually gliding along. Look. No problem. We're here. Oh, it's so cute.
It's so cute. Oh my god. Pretty.
It's really cute. This is the room you wanted.
It's so pretty.
This is our home for the next week. We made it to Hanoi. First impressions, oh my god, this place is crazy. We made it.
Yay.
To Hanoi.
Vietnam.
Are you happy to be here?
Yeah.
What a relief. What are your first thoughts of Hanoi?
Crazy, crazy, crazy.
It's absolutely crazy. We're probably just going to relax for the rest of the day. But yeah, we made it. Thank God. Our room was perfectly situated in the heart of Hanoi's old quarter at a homestay called Vietnamese Home. As you can see by our reaction, we loved how cute it was, in particular the pink walls and funky floor tiles. And it was just £13 a night. After a good night's sleep, we ventured out to explore Hanoi's beautiful old quarter and were struck by the vivid, busy nature of the streets. Seeing temples in the heart of the frantic city centre, the style of the buildings, the way they're decorated, and how trees and greenery is draped around absolutely everywhere. We loved absorbing just how different the way of life is here. Arriving in Hanoi was an emotional moment for us. When we started planning our travel adventure, Vietnam was the first country we wrote down on our dream list of places we wanted to visit. And we were immediately taken aback by everything.
Good morning from our first full day here in Hanoi. We just come out to find somewhere to go for breakfast and we're already like completely blown away by the hectic, amazing nature of this place. We were saying last night, we got here yesterday afternoon and we were just saying last night how it's absolutely crazy here but yet very chilled. That seems like a bit of a contradiction, but it's so true. Like, everyone here is living at like a really intense fast pace, but everyone also seems so relaxed. There's so much going on in these streets, so much greenery and plants hanging from all the buildings as well. It just looks absolutely incredible. So yeah, just thought I'd give a quick first impressions of Hanoi from our first full day out. Let's go for breakfast. How cute is this? look at these little croissants we've got from the coffee shop for breakfast.
After enjoying a pastry, latte and tea at a lovely cafe called Gao Coffee and Bakery overlooking the hustle and bustle, we continued on to visit the city's famous Hoan Kiem Lake and the Nok Son Temple, recognisable from afar due to its striking red bridge. Pretty flowers line the outside of the historic lake, which is known for being both one of the most scenic and important spots in Hanoi, with a slightly more tranquil feel compared to most other areas of the city.
This is really cool, really pretty little place. We were just saying they've got loads of beautiful artwork sort of merged in here as well. And it's such a beautiful scene, and feels very artsy and very nice. So yeah, it's nice to capture this place, and slightly less hectic than the very centre of the old quarter. So still a lot of people wandering around, but a nice place to come and relax with a little bit more space. And yeah, it's nice to see the water as well and the lake.
After enjoying the lake, we had a lovely interaction with a local fruit seller. She posed for a picture with Marnie, and we of course had to buy some mango from her to say thanks for a fun moment.
That's so kind of you, thank you.
Yeah, okay, baby mango. Yeah, here's a baby mango.
Then we decided it was time to check out one of the most popular tourist attractions in Hanoi.
We're just taking a walk to see the Hanoi Train Street in the daytime. There's supposed to be a train coming through there at 7 p.m. tonight. But yeah, it's not very often that I'm lost for words. I mean, there's so much to look at and so much to see and do here. It's absolutely crazy. Look at this street behind us. It's just all the mopeds are just non-stop, constant. But yeah, it's like I said, it's not very often that I'm lost for words, and you'd think there would be a lot for me to say because look at what's happening. But there is honestly so much to see and do and so much happening that I don't even know where to start. Hanoi is absolutely crazy in the best way. Let's go, let's go. You just have to get across the road however you can. And I remember reading before we came here. Marnie? I thought I'd lost her. I remember reading before I came here that you just have to go for it in crossing the road, and that is so true. The mopeds just swerve around you as you cross the road. There's no etiquette. If there's a green crossing light, it doesn't mean anything. You just got to go for it. But yeah, just wanted to say that I don't know what to say, but so far we're having such a good time. But yeah, just on the way to see the train street, daytime train street. This place is absolutely crazy, but in the best way possible. What have you spotted, Marnie? Marnie spotted rings and jewellery. Marnie keeps stopping at looking at everything, don't you?
I want to buy everything.
She wants to buy absolutely everything. You can get your hair cut on the street. There's so many cute postcards stitched really nicely. Hanoi can absolutely bankrupt you even though it's really cheap because everything is so buyable. Anyway, let's keep going.
As we continued to weave through the chaos, we did finally make it along to the iconic train street. But spoiler alert, we had blinkered ideas this would be some sort of romantic, perfect experience based on what social media tells everyone, but we were not expecting what happened when we arrived.
Yeah, so we made it to the train street, but it's all completely fenced off, and as soon as you try to walk along it, they stop you, which seems a bit weird. We didn't know that. Obviously, understandably, it's a massive tourist attraction. But we tried to walk along it on the other side over here, and as soon as you try and walk along it, they just stop you. So you can see it, but you're not allowed to go along it, apparently. So that's interesting, did not know that. It's obviously cool to see, and very nice pictures we've got, and nice little shots of it, but I'm a bit bemused as to how any of the businesses along these streets make money, because they're just stopping anyone going in, so maybe you can enter the shops from different roads and then sit in them that way. Maybe we're going to have to find out a little more, but it does seem odd that they're not letting anyone go along there. Maybe it's just to prevent overcrowding. It's odd, but it also, I guess, makes sense in the sense that you don't want to have loads of overcrowding. There are a lot of tourists obviously seeing it. But yeah, there's Train Street for you. Maybe we'll come back later and see the train actually come through.
The train street looks great, admittedly, so we carried on to see if we could get along it from the other end, but it wasn't too much fun.
Okay, so we tried to get along the train street, and one guy just ushered us in there. But it all seems very forced and very controlled. And it's a bit of a weird situation, to be honest. So they're like trying to get you along the street to have coffee, and the first guy like ushered us into the first coffee shop, which I'm guessing is his. And then we were like, no thank you. And then there was another guy outside another coffee shop who was also trying to usher us in as well. But to be honest, like, it's not really our vibe. Like, we don't really want to be forced into doing something. So we've decided we're just going to come back later instead to see the train come through. It just felt a bit weird, didn't it, Marnie?
Yeah, I'd happily pick one, but they were picking for you, so it kind of ruins it.
Yeah, they were trying to like usher us into specific ones, and it just doesn't make you feel very comfortable, to be honest. So I think it's better to come back another time and do it properly, or not do it properly, but to just see the train come through. It should be an enjoyable experience, but that's like not that enjoyable when you get forced into somewhere like that. So yeah, yes, we'll come back later and watch the train come past. It's a beautiful street, don't get me wrong, but it is not worth being ushered around and stressed out like that. It's the only place so far where that's kind of happened, so yeah. Unsurprising given how popular Train Street is, but that's what's just happened.
We gave up on Train Street for now and took a breather from what had already been a roller coaster journey on day one. It was time to stop for some food and drink. Wow, so what has been the most chaotic morning that we've ever had in a while. Chomping around Hanoi and just having a look at the sights and the busy streets. We've stopped for, well, lunch now, isn't it? In a really cute cafe just down the road from where we're staying. We're going to get some, what are we having? Spring rolls.
Spring rolls.
And Marnie's going to have a passion soda. I'm going to have some pineapple juice. And we were just saying it's really cool how as soon as you step into a cafe, it just goes all tranquil, and you can hear the hustle and bustle from outside, but it's really calm and peaceful in here, which is probably much needed after this morning. But yeah, what a whirlwind morning that's been. Our first ever full day in Hanoi today. And well, you can see by the smile on my face what I think of it. What a place. I mean, it is absolutely chaotic, so if you get stressed out, like a lot of stuff going on at the same time, it might not be the place for you. But if you like the hustle and bustle, this is the meaning of hustle and bustle, then yeah, it's really awesome. This is really good. There's peanuts in the nutty spicy sauce, and it tastes really good. So nice. This pineapple juice is so good as well. Given the fact it was our first day, we didn't want to overdo it, so we went back to our room to chill out and only went out again to have dinner overlooking the busy streets and impressive St. Joseph's Cathedral. Marnie found this cute little spot for us to have dinner this evening, and this is probably one of the best things to do in Vietnam, is to sit on the street like this and have your dinner, because you can just basically watch the world go by, which is really cute, isn't it? And like, we're overlooking like a really busy sort of crossroads, so it's quite a unique little thing to do. So yeah, this is something you should definitely do if you're in Hanoi, is sit on the street, have your food, watch the world go by. And as you can see, every street here, there's a lot going on, there's a lot to look at, and it's very pretty. This is a good little spot, isn't it, Marnie? The relaxing evening was much needed before going at it all again tomorrow. Day 2 got underway by eating at a little cafe that became our favourite for a cheap banh mi or toasted sandwich. Good morning for second full day. We had a quick coffee and tea at the place we're staying this morning called Tornado Coffee. Marnie had a very nice latte which they decorate so beautifully, and I've got a new favourite already here in Hanoi, which is ginger and lime tea. It's so good, it makes your stomach really settle, it's really nice. And we're doing a classic sitting on the street for breakfast today. We've just ordered, so yeah, we're looking forward to sitting here having breakfast and watching the world go by. And as with most streets here in Hanoi, there is so much to see, so much to look at, and loads of bikes. This looks good.
Vietnamese baguette. Nice. That is what was needed. Look at that. Ready to dig into this. Proper brekkie. Loving it. Is it good? Nice?
Delicious.
Delicious. Does it taste different?
No, it tastes pretty good.
I really needed some substance this morning. That's good. It's really nicely seasoned as well. Delicious.
After breakfast, we headed back to Train Street for another attempt at trying to see it go past. Here's what happened.
Okay. Check on me. Yeah.
Which one?
My shop why not? Good. We'll wait with me. Okay, you go first. You go first. Ai những nào có tàu thế? Chưa về rồi. Hello. Đây Sunny tốt. Here, Sunny coffee okay. That one. Yeah. Hello. Chỉ nó lên luôn nhỉ?
Yeah.
Đó mà này cái ra đó bệnh viện cũng của em. Chịu được.
Should we just go here? Like, look past, to be fair.
Yeah.
Hello.
I don't know if we're stupid or what, but we've decided to come back to Train Street to just try and see this train come through. Once again, we've just been ushered in to a cafe, but there's so many people here, like having a go at you, trying to stop you from getting down the street, trying to usher you into their cafe. There's another couple now actually getting ushered further down the street. So we've been ushered into one that's like right at the start of the street, like not actually fully in the street. So we've just bought a really cheap drink to keep the energy up. To be fair, that woman's ushered them down, but to sit on a chair, not even in a cafe, it's so horrible watching this happen to people, and it's been happening to us as well. Look, they're just like, people just basically getting carried around by these, and now they're getting carried further along the track, which is not really what you want. You can tell these guys don't want to do that. So this is just a heads up that coming here, you're going to be absolutely accosted the moment you try and get on the street. I don't know, do we have ways to try and get further down, or do we just stay here and watch it go past?
I'm fine to stay here.
I think we're just going to sit here, like, it's such a heavy tourist attraction, it's unsurprising, but we're just going to sit here probably and watch it, just to at least say we've seen the train go down the street, because it's a lot of hassle. So yeah, here we go again.
I did manage to walk further down the track to get a much closer look at the street this time, but I was soon ushered back to the cafe to sit down again.
We're in position that we've decided to celebrate this unique moment.
It's too stressful.
It's very stressful, but we're kind of glad we came when we did.
Yeah.
It's absolutely rammed along in there. Still don't know how this really works, whether we've been mugged off or whether we've got lucky. I'm not sure yet.
It seems to be that this bit, there's only the two ends are open when the train's running, and when the train isn't running, like
You can
overnight,
get down the
you can
street.
go into the
Maybe
middle.
we should come at night time.
Yeah.
I think another day we'll come at night just to see what it's like to be on the street.
It's kind of
We can show you more, but yeah, some people have been saying that they were there last night in the street, so presumably once the trains pass through, the last trains pass through at night time, you can come through. It's pretty hectic down here, as you can imagine, and hopefully the train's coming soon, because they've moved the fences out of the way, so it should be coming any second now. And the train's about to come, and all chaos has ensued. Some guy just blew his bottle with like a train whistle. That was awesome. That was hilarious. So that's it, all of that to watch a train go past, and apparently now we're going to be kicked out of the bar. Look at the chaos on the street. But yeah, we just waited for an hour. To be fair, it does come past pretty close, so it's kind of fun, I guess. Unique experience that you have to do here in Hanoi. And now everyone's flooding out. Nice to meet you, man. See you later. So yeah, that's it. Hanoi Train Street for you.
We celebrated our partial Train Street success by enjoying a great bar just down the road from our homestay called Laca 24.
We've returned to a bit of a favourite of ours. This is the first place we came to on the first day. Didn't film any of that because we were exhausted that day. We just thought we'd come and enjoy it on the first night. But we've got some bok choy and a couple of beers, and we've got, what have we got coming? Vegetable fried rice and our potato and tomato. Wait till you see this, it's so good. We couldn't even be bothered to wait for the rest of the food to come, could we? This is your favourite, isn't it, Marnie? How would you describe the bok choy? Super garlicky.
It kind of tastes like celery, but the flavours make it better.
The best celery you've ever had. It's so garlicky, and they've stuck like...
That's it, it's the texture of celery, but the flavour of cabbage. And then they put
chili
garlic
peppers,
and chilies and stuff. Tasty.
Yeah, it's really good. Oh my god, look. What have we got?
Forgot how big it is. Whoops.
Well, we haven't had lunch today, have we? So I reckon we're going to demolish that.
Yeah.
Bok choy, vegetable, fried rice. What have we got?
Too much food.
Too much food. Tomato and potato. We are going to dig in and enjoy.
That will do.
Marnie, do you still think we ordered too much food?
Yeah, I'm probably going to be bloated now.
Oh, we ate it all.
See?
See? Oh, it was delicious. Absolutely stuffed now, but we didn't have a proper lunch today. Actually, we had no lunch. So I think that was thoroughly deserved, and we absolutely smashed through it. And yeah, we're a big fan of Laca. It was our first jaunt out, and it's right near where we're staying as well, so can't go wrong. And I think tonight we're going to go and check out Hien Street, which is the famous beer street. We're not going to go there and get drunk ourselves. We might have one beer, but we're just going to go and see what the vibe's like there and see if it lives up to its reputation of being the beer street. Apologies, I just said Hien, I meant Ta Hien, but that's the beer street.
Ta Hien, or the beer street, is pretty colourful, with hundreds of lanterns lining the bars. As you would imagine, it's also quite lively.
Thoughts on beer street?
Too old?
You're 26.
We enjoyed a beer and can see that the street would be great fun for a night out with a group of you, but we soon escaped the chaos to get some sleep. We couldn't believe quite how much we'd already seen and done in just 2 days. The next day started with a boost at what we think is the best cafe for tea and coffee in Hanoi.
Good morning, day 3. And we just had a typical morning coffee at Tornado Coffee below where we're staying. And I just have to mention it's such a cute thing. The lady matches the coffee mugs to Marnie's outfits. Marnie noticed it this morning that the mug was the same colour as her outfit. And she did it again this morning. Yesterday it was blue, today it was kind of pinky peachy colour. This is your favourite coffee?
Always matches my outfit.
How cute is that, Marnie, that she does that? How did you notice that though?
I don't know, when she gave me a blue one yesterday, I thought it was cool. And she did it again.
And then she did it again. So yeah, that's a really cute little touch. Now we're heading up towards a bit of a sightseeing day.
So, our original plan was to visit the Ho Chi Minh Mausoleum, but unfortunately I was refused entrance for wearing shorts and having a camera. It was a bit of a shame, but it's worth knowing that if you do want to visit it yourself. Undeterred, we continued on to Westlake in the Tay Ho district to visit the beautiful Tran Quoc Pagoda. Sat on a tiny island in Westlake, Tran Quoc Pagoda is more than 1,500 years old, making it the oldest Buddhist temple in Hanoi. It was astonishingly built way back in the 6th century around the year 541. Throughout its long history, monks have always lived at the site. The design of the structures you see at the temple all represent Buddhist symbols, such as the lotus flower statues, which represent purity of the mind, body and speech. The architecture of the pagoda is nothing short of astonishing. Surrounded by the lake water, it looks absolutely remarkable. There's a feeling around the place of tranquility, peace and respectful quiet, despite the huge number of visitors. That's thanks in part to the therapeutic smells of the incense which are always burning. It's incredible to think just how old the Tran Quoc Pagoda is, and the scenic surroundings really couldn't be more apt. Fascinatingly, to this day, Buddhists still come to the temple to pray. For the next few days, we didn't really film much and just enjoyed immersing ourselves in the typical day-to-day life in Hanoi. Cheers! Back in our favourite one for the third time, Marnie. And the best dish here is?
Spring rolls.
The best spring rolls ever.
Delicious.
We fell in love with the delicious Vietnamese food. The spring rolls in particular at one restaurant were to die for. We also enjoyed traditional Vietnamese pho and ate a stunning curry at a Michelin Guide restaurant. Enjoy. How's the rice? Good rice. Meanwhile, Marnie even found some time to draw and paint after being inspired by all the colours around Hanoi and the aesthetic of the city. As well as lapping up great food and tapping into our creative side, we did finally get some luck with the Hanoi Train Street. A group of lovely fellow backpackers we met invited us to join them there one evening. And it was by far the best experience of the street we had, managing to get a spot right in the middle of the street. Third time lucky on Train Street, do it at night time. Turns out you have to come at night time and you get ushered into the actual street, which we didn't know before. As you can see and hear, the atmosphere in the street was brilliant, and it was a really fun moment. Everyone watch the train go. We did it! Choo choo! It's a pretty street though, isn't it?
It's a little bit close, in my opinion. Just a little bit close.
It seems that going at night time is almost certainly your best bet if you want to get a good spot to watch the train come through. Our time in Hanoi came to an end by treating ourselves to a trip to a rooftop bar. Very fancy, Marley. Hey! So
going to go and see if we can go in a rooftop bar in this really fancy posh hotel. This is kind of fun. Hey, Marnie.
We checked out the Solar Sky Bar, and after budgeting very well all week, we treated ourselves to a cocktail while enjoying panoramic views across Hanoi. We also met a lovely member of staff who kindly treated us to a few free shots and told us all about his life in Vietnam.
This is Kevin.
Yeah, my name is Kevin.
He's a legend. He's an absolute legend.
1, 2, 3, Try.
It was the perfect way to round off our time in the capital. After a whirlwind week in Hanoi, it already left us feeling sure that Vietnam will always hold a special place in our hearts, and we're only just getting started. Our next adventure sees us tick off an ultimate bucket list moment by sailing around Lan Ha Bay. We hope you enjoyed the video. Please like, comment and subscribe to our channel if you did. It's free to press the subscribe button and it helps us so much. We really appreciate all the support and love having you come along with us to share these experiences together. Until next time, goodbye.